Ghat, where European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and European Council President António Costa are paying tributes to Mahatma Gandhi at the Raj Ghat. They have laid down their wreaths over there. You can look at those visuals on your screens, in fact. So, both these European leaders over there paying their tributes at the Raj Ghat, and these are the visuals that are in fact coming in. They're laying down a wreath over there. Fresh visuals coming in from the Raj Ghat for you. All right. In fact, also joining us on the broadcast is Wing Commander Praful Bakshi, defense expert. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast. A very good morning to you. So, we were just talking about the defense and security agreement that India and the European Union are discussing. They are looking at Atmanirbhar Bharat, they are looking at technology transfer, and we are looking at a more secure Indian Ocean by joint operations like Operation Atalanta, and to secure the trade routes and reduce those drone threats. What do you have to say about this significant defense agreement as well, sir?
Thank you very much. This is, of course, a very, very important subject which we are discussing, and let me tell you one thing, it is quite a milestone in the development of India as a power to reckon with. We are developing power. I don't brag and say we are superpower, but we are developing power, and this unique step which we have taken, we have invited the Council and the President of European Union, both the heads, and we have opened our doors to various agreements. 8 to 12 agreements are going to come, including for security and defense agreement. And if you were there watching the parade carefully, I was a commentator in one of the televisions, and I clearly saw the interest with which Ursula was, von der Leyen was looking at, taking and admiring our parade, and how Prime Minister was explaining it to her. What the thing which was noticed very well, and somebody has also quoted that she was quite surprised at the number of Russian equipment which were there on the parade, and that is where the whole subject now comes in. What fields are going to get open, because understanding that Russian technology is there, good, but the Russian capabilities are now somewhat limited. They require finances, they require a lot of help. But the doors of European Union countries have opened up. You saw their military establishment also taking part in the parade, and this aspect is absolutely now a new turning point for India. You will be surprised that we are already, the leading member of the European Union, France, is now supplying us a Rafale, and we and other weapon systems were already on the anvil. The naval equipment from France, the fighter aircraft from France, and other equipment from Great Britain and other countries which are opening up their doors. This shows that now the new market will open up for India into the European Union, because European Union has already realized, Ms. Ursula and António Costa have already realized that the way the Indian economy is growing and way the India stand is there, it will lead to further development between not only safety but development between both the countries, both the groups, the Indian country, India as a country, and European Union as a group. You'll be surprised. The aspect of European Union has been explained very carefully to us, and I'll bring a point to you which Prime Minister was explaining it to Ms. Ursula, was that the aspect of union was thought by India in 1947. There was a one-week meeting to create an Asian Union for ourselves, and that aspect is now being brought up again, that once we bring up a sort of a union of countries, and look at European Union. So that is where European Union countries are asking us that we are there. You cannot join a union, all right, but we can open up all our doors for you, because they already know that we have been approached by Japan, we have been approached by South Korea, and late Shinzo Abe had said that India must create a union for Asia Pacific countries. Now this aspect is being marked by the European Union group, and they are very keen to harness the Indian capabilities into various fields will come: agriculture, medicine, defense, and aviation will come. The engine building program will get a very great boost. You already know C-295 we are making already. Thanks to European countries, we are already making other weapon systems which are coming up. This is going to take a lot of criticism from Trump. Trump is not liking this idea which is developing between them, because Trump is already against European Union and NATO countries, because they have criticized Trump, that Trump is eating into the market. You know the famous example, when the French were selling the submarines to Australia, the Americans cut the deal. So what French did was, when Americans came with F-18, F-16, they very aggressively brought in the Rafale, more Rafales, and that's how the deal got cut off. America was very peeved by that move, but that is going to happen now. So I personally feel this is going to show India a lot of opportunities in various fields, especially our strong points of agriculture, dairy products, defense, security equipment, that is going to come, and also engines, all fields, including locomotives, they're going to talk about. So I personally feel, madam, that this is a red letter day, and let us see, with the next 8 to 12, 6 to 7 months will take place to finalize the drafts, and by next 27, beginning of middle of 27, all the deal will be signed.
Absolutely.
Let's hope something good comes out.
Right. In fact, also joining us on the broadcast are two other panelists, Arvind Singh Tejawat, Foreign Affairs expert, and M.K. Agarwal, senior economist. Let me first rope in Mr. Arvind Singh Tejawat on this front, because when we are talking about a defense and security partnership, so geopolitically, how are you looking, how do you see this panning out? Because we are trying to, reduce our dependence on, Russian hardware. We are trying to push for innovation. We are trying to push for Atmanirbhar Bharat through the technology transfer with various EU firms. And we are also, trying to counter the US and China through this. So geopolitically, how are you seeing this panning out, sir?
Right. The India is willing to decrease the dependency on Russia. There is no doubt, because that dependency is not making us able enough to deal with the United States and the European Union. And we already know that Germany is already supplying the engine for our Arjun tank, and our tanks. The Germany is really helping us to making the tanks and all. So it's really good, and in that case, the India will be more stronger when the India is sitting on a table and doing a bargaining with any other state of the world. So in that case, it's really a good deal. In other hand, the European Union is having a money, but they are not having a good population. So they're lacking the manforce. But the India is having enough population, especially the young population. So one way the European Union can give us money. Does it mean the European Union can go for the investment in Indian companies and really can boost up our economy? And in other hand, the Indian can work in their factories and really can try to find out a good way of employment. So it's a good deal, and Ursula von der is in India at the moment. So I hope that there will be a good deal for India, and there will be a good news, and it will strengthen our relationship with the European Union and the India. Over to you.
Right. In fact, let me introduce this piece of information that we have just got, that with the India-EU FTA to be released soon. We are now